Dion.
Hi, I'm Shiying.
And we are Group 4. The company that we were assigned is Duncan Trading Private Limited.
To translate business transaction into accounting journal entries, detailed information about the transaction is required, including counterparty of transaction, date of transaction, description, and price of goods or services. The required information can be found in the source documents. For example, this is an invoice of a fire insurance policy insured by CB Life Insurance Private Limited. This invoice contains the counterparty of transaction, which is CB Life Insurance Private Limited, as stated at the top as a header, the invoice number 16789V, and the price of service payable to CB Life Insurance for the period stated. Using this source document, we can translate the business transaction into accounting journal entries by debiting prepaid insurance and crediting cash of $4,200. In line with the matching principle, at the end of the month, we will expense off the portion attributable to March from prepaid insurance account by debiting insurance expense and crediting prepaid insurance account of $300. At the end of the month, there will be a closing balance of $3,900 in the prepaid insurance account, which is for the remaining 13 months of insured period. Another example is a remittance advice from banker and a photocopy of the check. These two documents contain the amount of partial settlement for the receivable and date of receipt. The photocopy of the check is a document supporting the remittance advice, which provided the check number for the payment. The photocopy of the check is also serves as a form of evidence for the receipt of the check with correct payee name and amount will correspond to the remittance advice. From this source document, we can translate the business transaction into accounting journal entries by debiting cash and crediting accounts receivable for banker of $7,000.
Hi, I'm Eunice and I'll be doing part B of the group project. Two accounting principles that I think was applied throughout the course of doing this project is the matching principle and the historical cost concept. So, for the matching principle, it basically states that expenses are recognized and recorded when they are incurred. So, expenses are recorded in the same accounting period to which it relates to. My example is that for the company that I was assigned to, which is Duncan Trading Private Limited, on the 31st of March 2019, salaries of 3 employees have not been paid yet. However, it was recorded as a salary expense for March. This is because the salaries of the employees to be paid was for their work done in March, and hence it relates to the accounting period March. And hence it was recorded as a salary expense in March. This proves that matching principle was used because the expenses are recorded in the same accounting period to which it relates to, which, like I said, was for the month of March. And for my second accounting principle that I think was applied, it is the historical cost concept. So it states that businesses must record transactions at the actual amount it was occurred, and the amount that to be recorded usually comes from source documents such as invoices or receipts. For my example, for Duncan Trading Private Limited, on the 23rd of March 2019, Duncan Trading actually purchased an multi-function digital photocopier, which is recorded as an office equipment from Zell Private Limited. Because the document that I received was an invoice, I recorded it as $62,000 debit for office equipment, and then an accounts payable Zell Private Limited $62,000 credit. And this is because following the historical cost concept, I have to record the value which was given in the invoice or receipt and not any other values that could have caused any change in objectivity in using the concept. One of the usefulness of the easy accounting software is that when we are keying in a new journal entry, because we have to enter a journal number starting from 100 and then 1001 and subsequently increasing the number, it actually organizes the journal entry in the journal ledger such that it is in sequence as to what we have keyed in previously. Additionally, because we have pre-entered an account number, for example as shown in the video, 5002 is the account number for sales returns. The journal ledger will automatically be organized into its subsequent account numbers and account types. And then when we key in a journal entry, as we key in an amount to be debited, for example, in the video, we are debiting $6,000, and then the next journal entry for the credit will be automatically imputed as $6,000 as shown in the video. And then this will make it very easy for us to use the software because it keeps everything neat, tidy and organized, making it easy for us to filter out information when we need to read through the journal entries and also enable us to find information quickly. This will save us time and make it more effective for us to understand the information in the journal entry due to it being more organized because of the software. So the one key importance and usefulness of this software is to keep the journal entries very organized due to its system.
The next useful part of easy accounting software is that after keying in the individual journal entries, easy accounting software will automatically produce the reports that we need, such as trial balance, profit or loss statement, statement of financial position, general listing and cash account, and so much more. As you can see over here, by clicking reports, we can get a trial balance report. Start by entering the last day of the month and click on preview. As you can see, the trial balance report is automatically done for us. Next, we can also get the profit or loss report by entering the last day of the month and clicking on preview. The profit or loss statement is also automatically done for us. Next, we can get the balance sheet report, also known as the statement of financial position, by entering the last day of the month and clicking on Format B and then Preview. This will show us the financial position statement for the month of March. Not only that, we can also get the general listing by going to Journal Listing and clicking on General Journal Listing type and entering the last day of the month and preview. This will also automatically show us the general journal. This is indeed very helpful as companies do not have to manually do all these statements and can rely on the software to generate these statements. It will also reduce human errors made while doing it, provided that journal entries keyed are correct. Lastly, we can also get the ledger listing of the cash account by entering the last day of the month and keying in accounts cash to cash. This will show you the cash account, which will help in the bank reconciliation statement. This will save us a lot of time, as it takes a matter of seconds to get the statement that we want.
So now I'll be talking about the improvements that can be made for the easy accounting software. So the first problem that we face is when we are keying in the journal entries for each transaction and are unable to edit the previous transaction. So what do I mean by we are unable to edit the previous transaction? It means that we are unable to add an additional entry in between two completed entries, such as from journal entries 101 to 120. If we were to have an additional transaction that should be recorded as 102, we have to delete everything from 102 to 120 in order to put that journal entry in. If we only add in an extra 102, everything will be messed up and it will not be according to what we have keyed in. This will cause us a lot of trouble and we may enter the transactions wrongly for the second time. My team faced this problem many times, and we think that easy accounting software should allow users to be able to edit the account number and automatically change the following journal entries according to the entry number. Adding on to that problem, easy accounting software should work on auto-generating and changing the journal entries based on the date of each transaction. For example, when we have prepaid insurance and expired insurance, there will be an extra entry for the start of the month. But since we have found out about this entry way too late, we are unable to insert it as mentioned above. This will bring users a lot of trouble to manually adjust the transaction based on its date beforehand, especially for big companies with many transactions, over 1,000 transactions. It will take way too long for them to key each and every transaction all over again. The second problem is that easy accounting software is only used for demo purposes. The transactions will not be saved and can be lost occasionally. Many of our classmates have encountered such a problem. Moreover, when the software has malfunctions or when the software crashes, we are unable to retrieve back the data done previously. This will cause companies to lose their data and will have to go through all the hassle again to key in each and every transaction, especially for big companies with many transactions. In order to improve on this problem, easy accounting software should have a function to back up the data or restore data in order to retrieve back the completed transactions. This way, the data keyed in will not be lost and that we won't have to go through the hassle again to re-key in everything. That's all for the improvements for easy accounting software. Thank you.